Biden administration preparing to sanction Russia over Navalny treatment this week.
This post received a score of 6,200, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Nice. Now do Saudi Arabia.
Don't forget to do China as well.
Yeah, so true. They've been getting a pass for far too long. It's easy to hate on Trump, and while I disagree with how he went about it, I think that trade war was a necessary first step. We must find a way to remove ourselves from China's manufacturing and raw materials positions of power. Typo edit 2. I know nothing of the full ramifications of the trade war. I know many American farmers and businesses suffered unnecessarily.
Biden is on it. US and allies to build China-free tech supply chain.
Good to know. Meanwhile, I'm waiting on a new radiator for my 2012 SUV. There is no ETA on the part. Friggin' supply chains.
Will not sanction Saudi Arabia for killing and dismembering a US resident, but will sanction Russia over the treatment of a Russian citizen. Are also happily sanctioning Iran for breaching a deal the US broke. Is it possible to sanction someone over confusing rules?
Sanctioning MBS would likely cause several retaliatory steps from SA. For one, it would not change Saudi policy in the least bit. No sanctions will convince MBS that their position in the world has changed, and it would likely further consolidate his support with the people. An easy first step MBS could take would be to kick out the USN from Bahrain, as Bahrain is practically a Saudi vassal state. What's to stop a Saudi prince from putting a bounty out for American troops or citizens for jihadists? It doesn't even need to be sanctioned by MBS, all it takes is for one royal to decide to take matters into his own hands.
I absolutely agree with you, and a great post for explaining geopolitical realities, but you forget one thing. The timing of the situation. At this current time, the US has China in its crosshairs, as China is ready to surpass the US economically in a few years. One weapon that the US has in its arsenal that's been using since the 50s is propaganda, and it has been very effective, e.g. the war in Iraq. The US is throwing away that weapon by absolving itself of any morality. It has essentially said we will follow our self-interest regardless of the situation, and it couldn't be clearer.
No one ever seems to wag their finger at us for working with Stalin. That situation was obviously more dire than in this moment, but how many bridges in the Middle East do we have left to burn should things turn dire again? Strike capabilities are a big deal in the modern age. Morally I hate it, but strategically I understand it. It goes heavily against our American values, that's for sure.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.